Hello, sports fans, and welcome to Waco ISD Stadium for another exciting night of Texas high school football. Tonight, the University Trojans host the Cougars from Arlington Seguin High School. I'm Lark Smith, along with Hal Harris. And Hal, the University Trojans come in tonight looking for their first win against a team that's greatly improved from a year ago.
That's true. University tonight has 15 seniors that are going to be playing their last game, and they're going to try to get that first victory of the year. Even though you don't see it on the field right now, internally, a lot of progress is being made by this University team as Kent Laster is putting some discipline into the team. He's got some energy. He's a lot of vibe going on. These kids love playing for Kent. Negatively, one of their leading rushers, Mekhi Sandolph, is out tonight with a knee injury. Now, you look over at Arlington Seguin, they can score points, 33 points a game. They've got a couple kids on offense that already had Division I offers. They rush the ball for about 8.5 yards per rush. They rush it 68% of the time. When they do pass it, about 15.5 yards per pass completion. So they're a very high explosive offensive team.
Well, that's going to be the challenge for the University defense tonight, is to slow down the Arlington Cougar offense. It's coming up next right here on Waco ISD TV.
At this time on the field, we have senior night tonight. We will be starting with the football players first. Leading off, Danny Botello with Danielle and Umaria Botello. Next, Larry Brown with Twala Sandolph. Demarion Chambers, Gary Chambers, and Ebony Pendleton. Joaquin Cervantes, Pete and Yolanda Cervantes. Kawami Cooper, Anthony Smith, and Obi Cooper. Terrell Davis, Felicia Gonzalez. Brendan Dupree, LaShonda Miles, and Darian Cooper. Josh Greenwood, Cedric and Erlene Greenwood. Jalen Marshall, Anthony and Jessica Marshall. Mike Moreno, Crystal Garcia, and Rogelio Moreno. Nicholas Porter, grandmother Colleen Sardinetta and Aunt Angie Sardinetta. Anthony Sardinetta, Valerie Herrera, and Anthony Sardinetta Sr. Dalen Sauls, Daryl and Brenda Sauls. Raylene Scott, Shaquila and Jamison DeGreat. Quadir Wright, April Wright, and Sandra McGee. And trainer, Kayla Lujan, Domingo, and Veronica Lujan. Give a hand for the senior football players. Next, we will be introducing the cheerleaders. Mariah Caballero. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Joseph Lee Sr. and grandmother Priscilla Guerrero. Ariel Gonzalez. Mother, Rose Valdez. Father, Brandon Vasquez. Mona Lisa Hernandez. Grandfather, Juan Rodriguez. Ariana and Justin Hernandez. Anaya Salazar. Parents, Eric and Michelle Salazar. And last, Giovanna Torres. Parents, Oziel and Carolina Torres. Those are your cheerleaders. Give them a hand. And now introducing the highlighters. Alexandra Esquivel. Mother, Connie Esquivel. Father, Marcos Marian. Liza Ramos. Mr. and Mrs. Renee Ramos. Emma Vasquez. Grandfather, Raul Ambriz. Mother, Samantha Ambriz. Liliana Vicente. Mother, Jennifer Vicente. Father, Orlando Vicente. Amaya Taylor, manager. Mother, Brenda Ramirez. Sister, Gabrielle Taylor. And now introducing the junior ROTC. Liliana Morris. Sister, Dominique Carrion and Selena Castillo. Raquel Arroyo. Parents, Sarah and Pierre Arroyo. Trinity Medlock. Parents, Rosemarie Carter and Victor Medlock. Adam Rodriguez. Parents, Enrique and Maria Rodriguez. Karen Salazar. Parents, Mancela and Antonio Salazar. Elizabeth Sanchez. Mother, Joanne Ortiz and Viviana Ramirez. Julian Arias. Parents, Ashley and Jeremy Arias. Edgar Carrillo. Edgar and Yolanda Carrillo. Elijah Dominguez. Parents, Elvira and Omar Dominguez. Brianna Garcia. Father, Zeferino Garcia. Lorette Garcia. Mother, Estela Garcia. Gilbert Gonzalez. Parents, Rose Valdez and Brandon Vasquez. Maria Gonzalez. Parents, Sonia and Julian Salcedo. Joseph Harris. Vincent Harris escorting. Victoria Linares. Mother, Yolanda Linares. Liliana Oladi. Parents, Anna Marie and Ismail Olad. Abilene Rios. Parents, Joaquin and Magdalena Rios. Daniela Sandoval. Parents, Maria and Pedro Sandoval. Edgar Suarez. Parents, Sarah Sanchez and Sylvester Suarez. Give a hand for your junior ROTC seniors.
University Trojans have made their way onto the field. The Arlington Cougars from Seguin High School also making their way onto the field, and now they're on the field for the first time, basically. That the buses were a little tardy.
Their warm-up consists of one 100-yard sprint as they came out of the locker room.
I don't know if they were expecting a 7:30 kickoff or got tied up in traffic on I-35, but the buses showed up a little late. Do they have a hall pass to be tardy?
I guess they do. But it's at 55 degrees right now. It's a little nippy. It's going to take a little while for them to loosen up.
Yep.
Hopefully, University can take advantage of this.
Seguin comes in with a record of 3 wins, 5 losses. They're 2-4 in district play. Neither one of these teams are going to make the postseason. Postseason teams are already decided in the district. It'll be Aledo, Burleson, Everman, and Timberview. The colors being presented at midfield by the junior ROTC. So let's join George Snookhouse for our pregame announcements.
Merelda Torres Sanchez, Jalissa Palacios, Jessica Camarillo, and Victoria Martinez. Joining the color guard tonight is the Trojan Battalion, Corps of Cadets in honor Veterans Day. Tonight we want to honor our veterans in the audience and say thank you for your service to our nation. Junior ROTC started in 2002, and now we are celebrating our 20th anniversary at University High School. We are very proud of the traditions and the family environment we have established over the years. Junior ROTC has performed tens of thousands of community and school service hours to those in need. Many former cadets have gone on to serve in our nation's armed forces, as well as working in a broad base of professions. We are proud of the foundation that Junior ROTC has provided to our former cadets and current cadets and will provide for our future cadets. The trademark of our Trojan Battalion is to find a way to make a difference and change the world. And many of our cadets have gone and done just that, changed the world. We want to thank all those who have supported our program over the years and look forward to continuing to serve our school and community for years to come. The program instructors are First Sergeant Leonard Montalongo Jr., Sergeant First Class Marcus Hayner. At this time, we'll have the playing of the national anthem by the University High School Band.
Captains for both teams about to meet with the officials at midfield. Our officiating crew out of the Waco chapter. Our referee tonight is Rodney Sims. The umpire is Paul Ream. The head linesman is Matt Stone. The line judge is Dalvin Harris. The back judge, Tremaine Williams. The field judge, Jacob Broadway. Or excuse me, that's Jacob Bradshaw. And the side judge is Jeriel Proctor. Captains for Seguin, Nazir Oterio, J.J. Johnson, and Xavion Bryce. For the University Trojans, you got Demarion Chambers, Danny Bateo, Mike Moreno, and Terrell Davis. It appears that Seguin has won the toss. Well, Seguin has won the toss, and they have elected to take the football, I guess. Yes, take the football. Well, they'll have the football going from left to right on your TV screen. As Hal told you in the pregame, number 9's the guy to watch. He is listed as their starting quarterback, but he'll do a little bit of everything. He'll not only play quarterback, he may go out for passes. Probably the best runner that they have on the offensive side. And he may play some defense occasionally. We'll get a good look at their offense to start off with. The Trojan defense going to have to dig in to see if they can stop the first offensive thrust from the Cougars. Bryce will be deep with Elijah Armstrong. Armstrong on the near side. And I guess I better say it's Xavion Bryce because they have 3 Bryces on the team.
Elijah Armstrong, number 21, on the 15-yard line on the near side, is one of their other running backs they'll use quite a bit tonight.
Here's the approach. It's going to come toward Armstrong, but taken by one of the up men, and he's going to down it near the 25-yard line. That was J.J. Johnson, who was one of those 2 D1 commits that Hal was telling you about in the pregame. He's already made his commitment to the University of Texas. He's just a junior, but he made that commit earlier this week. So their offense has on the line center number 51, Ike Keeney. The guards are 55, Bennett Nana, and 72, Quentin Taylor. The tackles, 54, Quentin Harris, and 71, Al Khalil. And it's actually number 11 at the quarterback. That's Maceo Davis. He'll pitch it off to Bryce. Bryce has a first down. Told you you'll see him a little bit everywhere.
Yeah, he's finally brought down by 6. Larry Brown, the safety.
Moved it all the way out to the 46-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. I make that 21 on the play. And a first down. Bryce is a wide receiver down at the bottom of the screen. The handoff, though, goes in the backfield to Armstrong, and he's tripped up by his quarterback and will lose yards back to the 44.
Defensively for University tonight, Edgar Marquez, number 9, will be one of the defensive tackles. Number 34, Joe Caballero. He hasn't seen a lot of action. In fact, he's a true freshman. He'll be at the left defensive end.
Now we have 14 in at quarterback. Throws out in the flat. It is complete to Camden McFarland. That's Evans, the quarterback. So we've already seen 3 different players at the quarterback for Seguin.
Micah Henderson drove him out of bounds, number 22 for University.
They get it to the Waco 45, or University 45, for a gain of 9, or actually I guess it would gain of 11. Brings up a 3rd down and 1, handoff in the backfield. He'll have the first down, but just barely enough for Armstrong to get the first down.
Joe Caballero, number 34, in on the tackle. Number 76, Terrell Davis, is the right defensive tackle. And number 26, Ty Wagner, will be your right defensive end for University.
So he picks up a new set of downs, converting the first 3rd down situation of the night.
Larry Brown, number 6, and number 1, Dandrell DeGrade on that
Evans.
tackle.
Armstrong on that last carry picked up 7. Bring up a 2nd down and 3 at the Waco 37. On the forward pitch, it goes to Diesel Gordon. And Gordon is stopped before he can get going very far.
Tripped up again by number 34, Joe Caballero. True freshman, having a nice game so far.
No gain on the play. That's considered a pass. And we do have a University player down to be looked at by the training crew. Jerry Williams out to give him a look. So they started off with Amacio Davis at quarterback. Then they brought in Sean Evans. And wasn't Bryce at quarterback? No, it was 11 that was the quarterback to start with, wasn't it?
Right.
Yeah.
Maceo Davis.
Yeah.
Okay. That's Edgar Marquez coming off the field.
Yeah, it looks more like a cramp than anything else, so I love it when they walk off on their own power. But Serwin Evans, the quarterback, has Armstrong with him in the backfield. Armstrong trying to go over left guard. Stays on his feet, just keeps turning those feet. Gets it across the 35 down to the 32 for a gain of 5. And another first down.
Jalen Petty in on the tackle, along with number 26, Ty Wagner.
Again, this drive started back at the 25. Opening drive of the game for each team. Johnson comes to the near side in the slot. Quick pass out in the flat to Armstrong, looking for some running room. Not a whole lot there. Looks like he's brought down right back at the line of scrimmage. They may give him, no, they're not going to give him a yard at all.
Larry Brown, number 6, and Dalen Sauls, number 40, shoving him out of bounds. You know, University High tonight, they are crowding the line of scrimmage. This is the first time we've seen them put 5 or 6 guys right on the line, and with really no free safety at all.
Johnson will join 2 other receivers to the left of the formation. Evans with the pass in the flat is complete to Bryce. He gets a whole host of purple jerseys trying to bring him down, but he's able to get the first down as he gets it just inside the 20.
Danny Poteo, number 27, corralled him and then needed some extra help. That's a big kid they're trying to bring down.
You can see why Oklahoma likes him. Very tenacious runner. Picked up 13 on that pass. A lot of that was after the catch. Johnson takes the inside pitch, a flag thrown as he gets away from one would-be tackler, gets around the corner, and then is folded over when he gets to the 8-yard line. Has picked up the first down, but the meaning of the flag is holding against Seguin.
10-yard penalty. Replay first down.
It'll be 1st and 20. Back at the University 29-yard line. First flag of the night goes against the Seguin Cougars.
E.J. Eccles, number 12, has just come into the game for Raylan Scott.
Cougars have already had the ball for 4 minutes and 50 seconds here in the first quarter. Just eating clock while they eat up yardage from the 25 where they started. It's 1st down and 20. Evans to pass, looks to the near sideline. It's to Bryce. Bryce looking for an opening. Will get it down inside the 15, down to the 14.
Danny Boteo and Jalen Petty bringing him down.
He picked up 15 on the play. It's going to bring his 2nd down and 5 at the 14. Serwin Evans is just a sophomore in at the quarterback spot. Fakes the handoff to Armstrong, throws in the flat once again to Bryce. Bryce tiptoes the sideline and will take it out at the 5 for a 9-yard gain and a 1st and goal.
Danny Boteo in on the defense. You can see why they're throwing to number 9. He's a gifted athlete.
Certainly is. That's the 5th first down they've picked up in this drive. And they're about to eat up half of the first quarter with their opening drive of the game. Give the handoff to Armstrong. He goes up the middle. We'll get yardage down to the 1-yard line. I'm not sure what's going on way away from the play between 55 and 12.
Jalen Petty bringing him down. He's a tough little runner here.
So 2nd and goal from the 1. Armstrong again takes the handoff, hitting the backfield, but sheds that tackle and gets into the end zone for the touchdown.
In and out of the hands of Jalen Petty at about the 3-yard line. He's only 5'6". Armstrong, they're running.
So the Cougars get on the board first. Extra point attempt is good. Off the toe of Brian Gonzalez. 5 minutes, 55 seconds left to go in our first quarter. And it's Arlington Seguin on top 7-0 as they went 75 yards in 13 plays and took 6 minutes and 5 seconds of the first quarter to do it. And already know that one thing that the University defense is going to have to find is an answer for Xavion Bryce. But I think that's what everybody in the district has been trying to do all year.
That's why he's going to Oklahoma. He's an elite athlete.
Now, one of the coaches asked earlier in the week, what did Oklahoma recruit him as? And I said, an athlete, period. They just need him in the locker room to start with. They'll figure it out from there.
Jalen Marshall, number 3, will be back for University on the far side, along with 21, Andre Booker.
Really good opening drive by the Cougars, considering the fact that they didn't have time to warm up. They just got off the bus and started playing football. Kick's going to go out of bounds on the far side, so that'll help University get the ball at the 30-yard line to start their opening possession of the first quarter.
That kick landed out into the stands.
I think it was a little wayward. So here comes the Trojan offense, which includes on that line John Zay Fulbright and Eric Bernal. Center is 74, Joaquin Cervantes. Damian Chambers, the quarterback, with Jalen Marshall is running back. Chambers on the option, pitches it to Marshall. He misses the pitch. It goes out of bounds, and it's still University's ball, but they're going to lose yardage back to the 32 as they start this at the 35.
Anthony Brooks, number 7, nearly was able to get that fumble.
So back to the 32, the loss of 3. Brings up second down and 13. Hard to be behind the chains against a good team. Now we have a flag on the far side. Procedure call against University. So it's -5 more.
The defensive front for Arlington is number 50, Anton Brooks. Number 51, Keen Ikendu Wu.
Empty backfield now for Chambers. Rolling left. Gets flushed from the pocket, throws, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it into the flat to end the double coverage to Brandon Dupree.
Demarion Bryce, number 25, putting a lot of heat on Chambers. And we do have a flag down here on the 18.
Holding. Number 76 of the offense, 10-yard penalty. Replay second down.
They're going to take the penalty. Okay.
They're already bringing in some new defensive linemen.
So now it's second and 28. They move it all the way back to the 17.
Malik Moore, number 52, is a right defensive tackle. 32, Stephen Nazu is a right defensive end.
Chambers to pass, gets it out in the flat to Marshall. Marshall has some running room and is knocked out of bounds when he gets up to the 27-yard line. Pick up a 10 on the play.
Nase Latino on the tackle there. Safety.
It's going to bring up a third down and 18 from the 27. They have to get all the way to the 45. Again, this drive started at the 35, and that's the first positive play in the drive so far. Running back is Wandra Booker. Chambers to pass, gets flushed and then trips as he tries to get upfield and loses 7 yards back to the 20-yard line. It's going to be 4th and 25 at the 20. And University in a punting situation here. So Josh Greenwood, the senior punter, coming in.
Number 9, Xavier Bryce, along with number 3, Nasino Tino, back to receive this punt.
Well, we got a flag and a whistle before the snap.
False start. Number 2 of the offense, 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
Moves it back 5 yards to the 15. Trojans have lost 20 yards of field position on this possession. And now the twin receivers wait at midfield for the punt. Greenwood gets it off. High end over end kick. It's going to come down at the 48-yard line. Nassim gets by a couple of would-be tacklers and takes it about 20 yards up to the University 30 and gives them a good field position if it stands up, or do we have a flag on the field? Looks like we have a flag back at the 50.
Personal foul, face mask, number 20 of the kicking team. Half the distance to the goal, first down Seguin.
Wow.
That's who made the tackle, Marcus Chandler Lozano.
So he's down at the 50 with a face mask penalty and finally makes the tackle down at the 30, but gives him 15 more, half the distance, I guess. Put it at the 15-yard line, I suspect.
14-yard line.
I'm waiting to see where oh, there it is.
That's a negative 6-yard net punt there.
They get it with 3:40 left to go in the first quarter and a 7-0 lead. Stewart's at the quarterback spot, hands off to Armstrong. Armstrong will only get a yard on the play going over left guard.
Once again, 34. Joe Caballero in on the tackle. This is some of the first action I believe we've seen him this year.
I think you're right. So it's second down and 9. You always need to know where number 9 is. He's at the bottom of your screen as a wide receiver. They hand it off to Armstrong. Again, he goes up the middle, across the 10, down to about the 7-yard line.
Adrian Pena in on the tackle, 24 for University.
Picked up 6 on the play to bring up a third down and 3.
Now we've got number 4, Thomas Chandler, in on as one of the defensive backs for University.
Play clock down to 10 as Seguin has a little confusion as to who's supposed to be where. Now they got everybody set. Get the snap off, but quarterback Serwin Evans has to end up running with it, gets it to the 10-yard line. That's about a 3-yard loss.
Terrell Davis, 76, wrapped him up and just put him right to the turf. He fumbled that snap, and that blew the whole play up.
So it brings up a 4th and 6 from the 10. It looks like we're going to get a field goal attempt.
Looks like Brian Gonzalez is going to do the field goal kicking here, Lark.
It is Gonzalez out of the hold of Evans.
Hit the goalpost. Hit the upright on the left side.
So the attempt is no good from 27 yards out. And our score will remain 7-0 Seguin with 1 minute and 44 seconds left to go in our first quarter of play.
Well, that keeps it a one-score game, and now let's see if University can generate a long drive here.
Seguin had the ball for 1 minute and 56 seconds on that drive after University had it for 2:15 on their first possession. And they take over at their own 20-yard line. Handoff coming to the near side. Unable to get many yards is Booker, but at least gets up to the 22, maybe the 23.
Lydell Hudson, 61 in on the tackle.
Give Booker 3 yards on the play, brings up a second down and 7 at the 23. The empty backfield. Chambers, though, going to change the play. He's got 4 receivers to the right of the formation. But he pitches underneath to the wing back. That's Booker. Booker gets free, has the first down, and up to about the 40-yard line for a pickup of 17.
Evan Murray finally dragging him down. If he hadn't got him, he could have gone.
That's a different wrinkle that we haven't seen this year from the University offense.
Very creative play there.
On the inside pitch on the counter to the wingback. Now Jalen Marshall back in at the running back spot. Take the handoff, throwing the flat is complete. Brandon Dupree with the catch. About a 3-yard gain up to the 43-yard line.
That was Xavier Bryce, number 9, in on the tackle. So they're using him over there, defensive back also.
We told you he'd be everywhere. Hand off to Marshall, going right, has some good blocks around the edge, gets the edge and steps out of bounds near the first down marker, but he's going to be short as he gets it to the 49 for a 6-yard pickup.
Forced out by Xavier
That
Bryce,
is the
but
end of the first quarter.
But his speed broke through 2 tackles there. Just couldn't quite grab a hold of him. That was a nice run.
So at the end of the first quarter, both teams have had the ball twice. University still in the midst of their second possession of the first half. And Arlington Seguin was able to take their opening drive of the game, 75 yards in 13 plays, and have the only score and lead 7-0 at the end of the first 12 minutes. Don't have to walk the football far to change ends here, do they? From
Not
149 to the other.
University's shown some more imagination offensively tonight than we've seen this year, and they look really quick tonight.
We have 2 receivers on the far side. That's Nicholas Porter and Adrian Pena. And 2 to the near side. Now we got 2 men in motion at the same time.
False start. Number 55 of the offense. 5-yard penalty. Still third down.
So instead of 3rd and 1, it's going to be 3rd and 6. Back at the 44-yard line in University's end of the field.
Number 55, Bennett Nana, is the left defensive end. 51, Aikini Wu is the nose guard. And Anton Brooks, number 50, is the right defensive end.
On the pitch inside, it goes to Pena, and Pena will take it up to the 48-yard line, but it's still going to be shy of the first down.
Wrapped up by Evan Murray, number 20, for Arlington.
Pick up a 4 on the play, but it'll be 4th and 2 at the 48. Got a feeling that Kent Laster's going for it here. Final game of the year, no reason to not go for it. Again, Pena in motion, coming to the near side. Now stop to put 3 receivers on this side. Chambers will just run for the first down, has lots of room to pick that up. Takes it into Cougar territory down to the 46.
Stephen Nasu, number 32, along with number 9, Xavier Bryce, bringing Chambers down.
Trojans pick up their their second first down of the game. Both of them coming on this drive, which started back at the 20. Quick pass in the flat. Knocked out of bounds, though, quickly after making the catch is Kwame Cooper.
Xavier Bryce defending on that pass play.
Pick up a 4 on the play. 2nd down and 6 from the 42. Bad snap. Chambers trying to do something with it, throws it, and it's going to be picked off. Boy, you talk about anticipation. Outstanding job by the safety, number 27, Cameron Cole, to come up and pick that one off. He saw that coming.
Yes, he did.
An eligible lineman downfield, offense. That penalty would be declined as a result of the play. First down, Seguin.
So Seguin will take over with 10:15 left to go in the first half. On top, 7-0. And they'll start from their own 32-yard line. Should be their third possession of the game. They scored on one, attempted a 27-yard field goal that was no good on their second one. Trips to the right, but the handoff goes to number 3. That is Nazir Oteo.
Terrell Davis wrapped him down there on the 36-yard line. On that last play, Seguin had 3 wide receivers bunched up on the far right side, and University only had 2 defenders.
Picked up 3 on the play to the 35. Fake the handoff to Zay, throw in the flat. It's complete to Bryce, and Bryce is taken out of bounds, but he's got the first down up at the 44-yard line.
Micah Henderson in on the tackle. They're having to give him a lot of room because he is a quick receiver. Thomas Chandler in now. He's going to defend number 9.
At least attempt to. Zay with the football, straight ahead running, gets through a couple of arm tackles, is finally brought down, but not until he gets down to the University 40-yard line. Pick up a 16 on the play.
34 Joe Caballero bringing him down. Terrell Davis and Jalen Petty coming out for a breather.
Wide receivers on the far side are Diesel Gordon. Pass that way, and it is complete to Gordon.
Thomas Chandler defending on that pass play. E.J. Eccles, number 12, coming into the game. Coming out, Raylan Scott, number 15.
Picked up 2 on that pass, so it brings second down and 8 at the 36. Inside pitch around the left side to Cole. He's the man that made the interception a moment ago.
Larry Brown slowed him up, and then he just ran out of the sideline there.
Cameron Cole takes it down to the 29 for a 9-yard pickup and another first down. Looks a lot like that first touchdown march that Seguin had to open the game, just methodically moving it down the field. With the sophomore quarterback, Serwin Evans, at the helm. Hands it off to Zay. Zay gets out of an arm tackle and takes it down near the 20-yard line for a pickup of 9 on that one.
And Terrell DeGreat slowed him up enough for get some more help over there to finally bring him down to the ground. Brendan Dupree, number 11.
Zay Otieno is his real name, but they shortened it just Zay because he's got a brother on the team, Nazir. They're twins, and they're known as Zir and Zay. So we'll shorten them down as well. Now we have a timeout called, I believe, by University.
Timeout, University. The first charge timeout of the half.
So we got 7:45 left to go in the first half. Seguin holding on to a 7-0 lead that they were able to establish with their opening drive of the game when they went 75 yards in 13 plays and ate up more than half of the first quarter clock. Possession football will win you a lot of football games.
It will, and they're playing very conservative as far as their pass plays, mostly just quick outs. Mainly because University's given the receivers 7 or 8 yards cushion.
And they're 8 of 8 passing for 58 yards. They've run 21 offensive plays for 137 yards. Meanwhile, University's only run 11 plays for 42 yards. And it's turned the ball over once on an interception. So 2nd and 1 from the 20. Hand off to Zay, bounces it around the left side, has some run around the corner. Outruns at least one Trojan, gets it inside the 5, down to the 3.
Larry Brown and Danny Boteo finally corral him down.
But first and goal after the 17-yard pickup by Zay.
When you look at this offensive line, the center and the left guard, right guard, they're also their defensive starters in the line, Lark.
Mm-hmm.
Multiple players playing both ways.
Not necessarily any height to them, but you definitely got some width to them. A lot to run around when you stack them together. On a high snap, the handoff to Zay, and he tucks his head, goes forward, and gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. That is his 10th touchdown of the year.
Ryan Gonzalez is going to be trying the extra point for Arlington.
And he's able to get it through the uprights. 7 minutes and 6 seconds left to go in the contest, or in the first half, pardon me. And it is Seguin on top by a score of 14-0.
Well, the offense, they just have to have a time-consuming drive because the defense has been on the field a long time, and that eventually wears on you physically. They've got to be able to generate a touchdown-consuming drive here. They have the ability.
68 yards and 8 plays is what the Cougars did. They did it in 3 minutes and 9 seconds to get on the board on the 3-yard dive by Zay.
Jalen Marshall back on the 20-yard line to receive this kick. Wandre Booker, number 21, is on around the 25-yard line for University here on the near side.
And looking for that short kick. Sophomore Brian Gonzalez will do the kicking duties here. They'll take it toward the far side of the field, and it's picked up at the 17-yard line, brought down at the 15.
King Martin, number 6, on the tackle there. He might have just should have let that ball just fall on out of bounds there.
Either that or call for a fair catch. Even if it bounces, you can still fair catch it.
That's correct.
2-yard return from the 13 to the 15. University 85 yards away from getting into the end zone, but they got a chance to eat up a lot of this 7:02 that's left in the second quarter.
Yeah, the left tackle, nose guard, and right tackle are all the offensive starters for Arlington in on defense right now.
Wandre Booker takes the handoff, has some running room as he cuts back to the inside, has it near the 20-yard line. They'll give him to the 19 and to pick up a 4 for Booker.
Demarion Price in on the tackle.
Certainly keeping Adrian Pena busy. He's running from one side to the other as a wide receiver. Snap comes back to Chambers, throws in the flat, complete to Booker. Booker has it across the 20, and they'll mark him out at the 22. Pick up a 3 on the play.
King Martin knocking him out of bounds, number 6 for Arlington.
Okay, pick up a 5 on the play. Brings up a third down though. Again, they'll pass in the flat. This time it's complete to Brendan Dupree, and Dupree will have the first down.
Stephen Nasu with the tackle there for Arlington, number 32.
Got it up to the 30. Plus 8 on the play. And picks up the first down. Booker takes the handoff, looking for blocks, tackle from behind before he gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Keen Aikendon Wu on the tackle.
A loss of 1 on the play brings up second down and 11 at the 29. Joaquin Cervantes has done an outstanding job getting the ball to the quarterback in the shotgun snap. There's been years that the university's had trouble with that shotgun snap. Before they're going to get this snap off, the Brain Trust is going to call a timeout. Second timeout used by University here in the first half. They got one left. 14-0 our score.
University. Their second charge timeout of the half.
Cougars are on top thanks to a couple of really nice drives. Their opening drive that went 75 yards in 13 plays, and the last time they had the ball, they went 68 yards in 8 plays. And between those two drives have eaten up almost 10 minutes of the 12 minutes, or the 24 minutes we play in the first half.
Well, we know for sure at least 4 of the players on the defense also are starters on that offense, so they are. We haven't seen that too often this year where teams would play their players on both sides of the football.
This is the level where you may have a team or two that has the numbers to be able to 2 platoon. Then there may be some that just don't quite have the numbers and have to play a couple of players both ways. So here's the second down and 11 for the Trojans. Handoff goes to Marshall coming around the right side. Has plenty of running room and has picked up the first down across the 40 down to the 43-yard line. Pick up a 14 on the play for Jalen Marshall.
Safety number 27, Cameron Cole. Finally bringing him down. His speed is a great asset for Jalen.
Now it's Chambers on the keeper coming around the right side. Sidesteps a couple of would-be blocker or tacklers and gets it inside Cougar territory down to the 48.
Brought down by the cornerback, Xavier Bryce, number 9 for Arlington.
Picked up 9 on the play. Brings up a second down and 1. Under 5 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Straight ahead dive by Marshall. And Jalen will get it to the 45-yard line. Pick up a 3 for Marshall.
Malik Moore, 52, wrapping him up there. Along with number 25, Demarion Bryce.
Getting some good blocking up front from the offensive line on this drive. Chambers to pass down the near sideline, and it's overthrown. Is trying to get it to Kwame Cooper, but he was covered very closely.
Xavier Bryce in on the defense there at the cornerback position.
Second and 10. Had time, but then
he fumbled
loses the football after he got hit from behind. The University able to get back on top of it as Cervantes was able to get back on the football. The loss is back to the 50 and a loss of 5 on that fumble.
Injury timeout on the field.
One of the offensive linemen, Terrell Davis, being looked at by Jerry Williams. He's going to be able to get up and walk off on his own power.
He may have just had a quick cramp there also.
May have. But the loss of 5 on the play is going to make it 3rd down and 15. Back at the 50-yard line. Clock stopped for the moment with 4:05 to go in the quarter. Official asking for the clock to get going again, so we're under 4 minutes left as they get this play off. Gets away from the middle rush. Chambers will keep it and run out of bounds at the 45-yard line, a pickup of 5, but it's going to be 4th and 10 at that point.
Number 26, Devin Horace, the defensive nose guard, he put a lot of pressure on Chambers, forcing him out of the pocket more quickly than he wanted to be in there.
Got to believe Kent Laster once again is going for it here. Don't think we've had a punt by either team in the maybe one here in the first half. And it looks like University going to utilize their last timeout.
Timeout, University. The final charge timeout of the half. Please reset the game clock to 3 minutes, 42 seconds. Thank you.
The clock back 10 seconds further back. So a big 4th down here for the Trojans. They'd like to have some momentum going into the locker room at halftime. But you do have Josh Greenwood in at punt formation. I'm not so sure that the Cougars are buying it. They're sending one man back, but he does get off a pooch kick toward the far sideline. He's going to check up just inside the 15 at about the 17-yard line. So they picked up 3 first downs in that drive.
28-yard punt.
They kept the ball for 3 minutes and 33 seconds. But they leave 3:33 on the clock for Seguin to try to get more points. They're going to have to go 83 yards to do so. Evans remains at quarterback. 3 receivers bunched to the near side, but he hands it off to Armstrong in the backfield. And Armstrong will get across the 20 to the 22 for a gain of 5 on the play.
Larry Brown in on the tackle. They took those 3 receivers on the far left side and just made a fence line where you could just go right around them. They just totally shut down every defender except Larry.
Second down and 5. Again, Armstrong with the football and gets it up to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
Ty Wagner with some good penetration there, number 26 of University, knocking him down to the ground.
They need 2 yards for another first down. The clock at 2:40 and counting here in the second quarter with Arlington on top 14-0.
Sardinetta and Rango are in at the defensive tackle positions.
2 receivers to each side, but the handoff once again to Armstrong. Gets through a couple of arm tackles and quickly has the first down across the 30 down to the 34-yard line and a pickup of 9.
Put down to the turf by Thomas Chandler, number 4.
Well, they've certainly kept the ball on the ground most of the night. They're 8 of 8 passing. 3 wide receivers to the far side. Fake the handoff. Passes in the flat. It's caught on a knee by Camden McFarland. You get it up to the 38-yard line for a gain of 4.
Danny Poteo, 27, forcing him out of bounds.
2nd down and 6.
Matthew Marquez just came out of the game, number 30 for University.
You do have two receivers to each side. Evans has plenty of room, now throws it underneath to Johnson, and JJ slides one would-be tackler and gets it down to the 50-yard line for a gain of 12.
Larry Brown finally bringing him down after he broke a couple of tackles.
So we've seen J.J. Johnson on both sides of the ball. Now Seguin uses the first
of the half
of their 3 timeouts as they have 70 seconds left here in the half to try to put more points on the board, up 14-0.
They have definitely increased the tempo of their offensive series here.
Got a report that Texas Governor Abbott was in Midland tonight for the coin toss between Midland Legacy and Odessa Permian. He's taking in a little high school football tonight. Back to play here at Waco ISD Stadium. Evans to pass, rolls right, and will end up throwing it out of bounds, intended it for Bice. That's the first one he's missed tonight.
Finally forced him out of the pocket. We've got a flag here also.
Personal foul, legal block below the waist, number 51 of the offense. 15-yard penalty, replay first down.
It'll be 1st and 25, all the way back at the 35-yard line in Seguin territory after the illegal block. Just the 2nd time they've been penalized tonight.
Micah Henderson and Danny Boteo are the defensive cornerbacks. Thomas Chandler and Larry Brown are the safeties for University.
9 is the receiver at the top of your screen, but they're going to hand it off to Zay, and Zay has running room, gets it back near midfield, gets it all the way up to the 47-yard line, a pickup of 12 on the play.
E.J. Eccles wrestling him down there, number 12.
Brings up a 2nd down and 13. He picked up half of the 25 yards on that carry, and another timeout called by Seguin with 47 seconds left to go in the half.
Seguin, their first charge timeout of the half.
Would that be their second?
That is their second timeout.
Yeah. I think he just lost track. Final week of the regular season for the 2021 season of Texas high school football. And everyone's looking forward to the playoffs. As I mentioned, in this district, the 4 playoff teams have already been decided. There'll be Aledo number 1, Burleson number 2, and Everman number 3, Timberview number 4. Everman number 3 by virtue of a win over Timberview earlier this year.
Well, the teams that come out of this district, the top 4 teams are really good, and some of them should go quite a ways in the playoffs.
Especially that number 1 team,
yeah,
the Aledo Bearcats. We expect to probably see them at AT&T Stadium sometime in December. Evans to pass, throws long, looking for Bryce, and it's off of his hands. He was looking over the inside shoulder. It was thrown to the outside shoulder, but he was there.
He was there defending Larry Brown and Micah Henderson. You could just see his speed, his separation right at the end. Took over. They're going to bring in Dandrell DeGreat, number 1. Give Henderson a breather there after that long bomb.
3rd and 13 from the 47. Zay is the running back with the quarterback, Evans, who's looking to throw. Will roll from the pocket to the right. Has some running room. Will now just take it out of bounds somewhere around the University 49-yard line. Actually, they're going to mark him at the 47. And University's into the field after a 6-yard pickup.
Matthew Marquez stood his ground there, forced him onto the sideline and let the sideline be his friend there.
So it brings up a 4th and 7 with 32 seconds left to go. And I don't think this is punt formation. It almost looks like a swinging gate type formation with Bryce at the quarterback. He throws, and it is complete and headed for the end zone for the touchdown is Cameron McFarland. So Bryce to McFarland for the touchdown. And a little trickeration there for the 47-yard, or the 47-yard TD toss.
That was a well-devised offensive play. I'm sure if University had one timeout left, they would have called it.
Point after attempt is good. 23 seconds left to go first half, and Arlington Seguin has extended its lead to 21-0 thanks to a 47-yard touchdown pass from Bryce to McFarland. 10 plays, 83 yards in 3 minutes and 10 seconds for the Seguin Cougars for their 3rd touchdown of the night. They've just been methodical every time they've had the ball in their hands. They
are a mistake-free team. Played pretty close to the vest. That was the only trick play we've seen all night. In fact, the long bomb 2 plays before the play before were really the only 2 times they've even taken a deep shot at all. Jalen Marshall, number 3 on the far side, along with number 21, Wandre Booker, back to receive this kick.
The University may have time for 1, maybe 2 plays, depending if they decide to throw the ball or just try to run the ball and regroup in the field house down 3 scores with just 23 seconds and no timeouts left. Going to kick it to the near side, goes through the hands, but I don't think he touched the ball by Booker. They throw the flag at the 7-yard line, which indicates a kick out of bounds, and will give University the ball at the 30.
Probably
illegal kick out of bounds. Kicking team. Ball will be placed at the 30-yard line. First down, University.
So we'll see what Kent Laster wants to do with these last 23 seconds.
Second team defensive line is in for Arlington right now.
Chandler looking to pass, but it's going to be dropped for a loss back to the 24-yard line.
Eric Hardy finally corralled him down, number 99.
He was looking for a quick pass across the middle, though that was taken away from him. The loss of 6 on the play takes it back to the 24. Brings up a 2nd 16, but they're not even going to try that as the clock has run out. Here in the first half at Waco ISD Stadium, our score at the end of the first 24 minutes is Arlington Seguin 21 and the University Trojans nothing. Stay with us. Our halftime activities coming up next here on Waco ISD TV.
Coming to your field is your favorite dance team, the beautiful, the classy, and the oh-so-talented UHS Highlighters. Today we will be featuring 25 or 6 to 4 along with the Mighty Trojan Band. Highlighter leadership includes Captain Liza Ramos, Lieutenant Aliana Cavello, and Lieutenant Aliana Cavello. Highlighter of the week is third-year member and senior Leilani Vences. Our beautiful highlighters are led by alumnus Miss Loanna Lopez. Please give it up for our high-steppin' UHS highlighters. Are you ready to be entertained? Please get on your feet and cheer for the most dangerous band in the land, showing up in numbers and showing out in style, and guaranteed to make you smile, the Mighty Trojan Marching Band. We would like to recognize students of the MTB who have taken on extra responsibilities to help the band function as well as it does. Jalen Alley, Percussion Section Captain. Sarah Barahona Gomez, Logistics Staff, Historian, and Low Brass Section Captain. Eric Barco, Librarian and Flute Section Captain. Fatima Berrigan, Uniform Staff and Flute Section Captain. Autumn Cruz, Librarian and Flute Section Captain. Judy Devora Chavez, Librarian, Light and Sound Crew, and Percussion Section Captain. Juan Gonzalez, Low Brass Section Captain. Maribel Laredo, Logistics Staff. Carolina McNeil, High Brass Section Captain. Jonessa Martinez, Uniform Staff. Emmanuel Oguin, Saxophone Section Captain. Jasmine Romero Perez, Logistics Staff. John Segovia, Logistics Staff and Tuba Section Captain. Amani Suarez, Light and Sound Crew and Percussion Section Captain. Alejandro Vasquez Oguin, Low Brass Section Captain. Finally, thank you to all the members of the Mighty Trojan Band for working hard to create a successful 2021 season. Tonight, we will be playing some of our favorite selections from this season, including Industry Baby, arranged by band student Archie Hatton, Drowning, arranged by band student Alejandro Oguin, and Can't Hold Us, Sail and Feel It Still. Drum majors are Senior Drum Major Johnny Vivanco and Assistant Drum Major Sierra Walker. Drum majors, is your band ready?
right there, I got to sign it, okay? So let me see.
Hope you enjoyed our halftime activities here at Waco ISD Stadium. We're getting ready for the second half of action. The University Trojans will get the ball in the second half, trailing 21-0. Hal, you got some quick stats from the first half?
I do. University had 5 first downs. Seguin had 12. Total offense for University, 79 yards, 48 of that on the ground, 31 in the air on 5 of 7 completions. Rushing yards for Seguin, 140 yards, 109 in the air, total of 249 yards. Time of possession, University 9 minutes and 40 seconds, Seguin 14 minutes and 20 seconds.
Ball comes down to Thomas Chandler at the 11-yard line, coming to the near sideline, trying to pick up the wall. We'll get it across the 25 to the 30, down the sideline and out of bounds somewhere around the 40-yard line. Nice return for Thomas Chandler up to the 42-yard line. University's going to have a really nice field position to start their first possession of the second half, trailing by 3 scores.
Kicker Brian Gonzalez finally knocking him out there. That's one of the best returns we've seen all year.
I agree. And that's the first time that I know of that he's returned a kickoff.
It is this year for sure.
Marion Chambers is the quarterback. There's Jalen Marshall in the backfield with him. Fake the handoff, or gives it, excuse me, that's not Marshall. That's 21, Wandre Booker. And Booker has it into Cougar territory all the way down to their 43-yard line.
Marion Bryce, 25 on the tackle finally after he broke 2 tackles.
Picked up 15 yards on the play and a first down. Back to the line of scrimmage quickly. Again, the handoff to Booker over the left side. Across the 40, then mark him down at the 38-yard line. Pick up a 5 on that play, brings up second down and 5.
Beneath Nana, 55 slowing him up there on the tackle.
Quickly back to the line. Now look back to the sideline to see if they want to change the play. I'm sure they came out with some scripted plays to start the second half. Fake the handoff to Booker. Keeping the ball is Chambers, and Chambers has it inside the 25 down to the 24 after a pickup of 14.
Well-devised play, finally brought down by the free safety, Cameron Cole, number 27.
All on the ground so far for the Trojans. Booker takes the handoff, finds a hole, slides through it down to the 19.
Brought down by the linebacker, Demarion Bryce, number 25.
Gain of 5 on that play, brings up a second down and 5. One of the better drives we've seen out of the Trojans this year. Booker gets the ball again, coming around the left side, goes between a couple of blockers and gets it inside the 15, down to about the 13. Good determined run for a 6-yard pickup and another first down by Wandre Booker.
Defensive lineman Antone Brooks, number 50, corralling him down.
And some nice blocking up front by that front 5 on the offensive line. Going to the right side this time. Got a nice seal-off block and into the end zone. Goes Jalen Marshall for the touchdown from 13 yards out.
Absolutely one of the best drives we've seen all year. Crisp, fast, and just giant holes being laid out by that offensive line on that drive.
Point after attempt on its way and good. 9 minutes, 42 seconds to go. Third quarter, University gets on the board for the first time at the end of a 6-play, 58-yard drive that took 2 minutes and 18 seconds. Jalen Marshall gets it into the end zone from 13 yards out.
This is some of the stuff that Kent Laster was talking to us about yesterday in regard to this team is getting a little more mature. They're finding out it is incredibly hard to win football games, and you got to put out incredible effort. And they're just finally buying into what the coaches have been saying, and right there, that was as fine an execution of offensive football as we've seen by University all year.
I've got some great blocking up front from John J. Fulbright as well as Sebastian Cervantes and Terrell Davis on that drive.
Number 9, Xavier Bryce on the far end at the 20-yard line. And number 21 on the near side, Elijah Armstrong, back to receive this kick.
You don't know which one to kick it to, do you? They're both pretty dangerous if you get the ball in their hands. Matthew Marquez lining up to kick the ball off. And we know that Waco High has a weapon in Tyler Black on onside kicks, but have not seen that from University this year. Don't necessarily expect it here. Let's get a good foot into it to one of the up man. That's Johnson at the 30-yard line. He takes it back to the middle of the field and will only get back to the 35, maybe the 36 with it before he's brought down.
Dan Trail, the great number 1 with the tackle there.
They're going to give him a 5-yard return to the 35-yard line. The sophomore Serwin Evans has gone the distance pretty much at quarterback, and he will once again be at that position to start the third quarter, but he has a new running back in the backfield with him. Malachi Pearson, number 8, will be the running back. Pearson will take the pitch going around the left side, gets through a couple of arm tackles and gets across the 35 to the 36, just a 1-yard gain for Pearson.
We got flags on the field at the 30-yard line.
Number 4 of the offense. 10-yard penalty from the previous snap. Replay first down.
So minus 10 yards on the holding penalty. We'll take it back to the 25-yard line and bring up a 1st and 20. Not often have the Cougars been behind the chains in this one. Now they bring Armstrong in at the running back spot. Looking for number 9. He's the wide receiver, the lone wide receiver at the bottom of your screen. You have to always know where Xavier Bice is, as he is their major weapon. Number 4 in the slot is Diesel Gordon. So go around the left side, though, with it.
Terrell Davis and Joe Caballero in on the tackle there on that play.
That was Gordon with the football.
Sardinetta and Davis are in at the defensive tackles for University.
Diesel got it up to the 28 to pick up a 3 on the play. Brings up a 2nd down and 17. Pass in the flat is complete to Armstrong. He gets by 1 tackler and then finally brought down at the 35-yard line.
Dan Trail, the great with that tackle.
Picked up 7, but it brings up a 3rd down and 10 at the 35. Well, they actually marked it at the 34. So just a 6-yard pickup. And 3rd and 11. Evans to pass, under a rush, unable to get away from it.
Dalen Sauls just went right up the middle from his linebacker position and brought him down. Outstanding play by 40.
All the way back to the 24, loss of 10 for Evans on the play. Brings up a 4th and 21 in a punting situation for Seguin.
First punt of the game for Seguin. Larry Brown is deep for University.
Giovanni Hernandez gets the punt away. Takes a sideways roll and killed at the 48-yard line in University territory. So the Trojans get the ball with 7:32 left to go in the third quarter. They have cut into the Arlington halftime lead at 21-0. It's now 21-7, and they get another opportunity to cut into it here from just 52 yards out.
That was a 29-yard punt. This is the best field position of the game so far.
Handoff goes to Marshall. Marshall sidesteps some tacklers and then gets it up to the midfield stripe before he's turned away. Just a 2-yard gain for Jalen Marshall.
Evan Murray, number 20, and Demarion Bryce, number 25, bringing Marshall down.
Marcus Chandler Lozano, the receiver closest to the sideline on the near side. You also have Adrian Pena and Brendan Dupree wide to the near side. Running to this side is Chambers, and Chambers is going to go out of bounds at the 50.
That's going to be a late hit on Jamel Johnson, number 5.
Chambers really got maybe a yard gain
Dead ball,
on the play.
Personal foul. Late hit out of bounds, number 5 of the defense. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
The first team defensive line for Arlington has just rotated out. They have their second team in right now.
The ball goes down to the Arlington 34-yard line, where the Trojans have it 1st and 10, down 21-7. Around the right side goes Andra Booker. Booker can only get maybe back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard out of the play, and that's it.
Demarion Bryce, number 25, on the tackle there.
Trojans trying to do to Arlington what Midway did to the Waco High Lions earlier this year. Waco High had an 18-0 lead at the half, but Midway came back to win 27-18. Trojans seeing if they can make a second half comeback here. Booker with the carry. Gets through some arm tackles inside the 20, down to the 15 and out of bounds at the 13-yard line. A gain of 20 on the play for Wandre Booker.
Broke one arm tackle there.
Booker now 10 carries for 75 yards on the night. He has not been a featured back for this team this year, but with Sandoff on the shelf, he gets the opportunity tonight. Sees a bit of a cutback lane and gets him down to the 10-yard line. A pickup of 3 on the play.
Devin Horace, 26, in on the tackle.
Trojans can pick up a first down before the touchdown. But trying to make this a one-score game. Jalen Marshall in the pistol takes the handoff, has a lot of running room. Down to the 5, down to the 3, to the 1-yard line goes Jalen Marshall.
Evan Murray and Jamel Johnson stopping him right before he crossed that goal line at the 1.
So it is 1st and goal after the 9-yard pickup for University. Keeping the ball is Chambers, going straight up the middle, and he has it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Another impressive drive there by University. Well executed. 52-yard.
Extra point attempt on its way. A line drive shot that's going to be a little too low and no good. But with 5 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in the third quarter, University has gotten back into this one. It's 21-13. They go 52 yards in 7 plays and took 2 minutes and 22 seconds off the third quarter clock. Arlington has had the ball just for 2:10 in this third quarter. The Trojans kind of doing to the Cougars what the Cougars did to the Trojans to start the game.
Elijah Armstrong, 21, on the near side. Xavier Bryce, number 9, on the far side at the 15-yard line.
We'll see if that University defense can come up with another stop here and get the offense the football back while they're on a roll here in the third quarter. They've definitely come out to play. Once again, kick it to one of the up men. It's going to be Johnson that has it back at the 25. Gets it across the 35 up to about the 38.
Jalen Petty, 18, on the tackle.
We'll mark the football at the Seguin 38-yard line. We got a good offensive line in Ike Keeney, Bennett, Nanan, Quentin Taylor, Quentin Harris, and Ali Khalil. They helped them to a 21-point lead in the first half. Handoff goes to Zay, and he gets wrapped up about as soon as he gets the ball.
Anthony Sardinetta stood him up initially.
They give him progress to the 41 for a pickup of 4.
Dalen Sauls also in on the tackle there.
Brings up a second down and 6.
Sardinetta and Davis are the defensive tackles. Marquez and Caballero are the defensive ends for University here on this possession.
Handoff once again to Zay, and he weaves his way through Trojans and gets into the secondary at midfield and finally wrapped up, but not before he picks up the first down into University territory at the 48.
Safety Larry Brown, number 6, and Dandrell DeGreat finally wrestle him down. He is one tough runner there.
Picked up 11 yards to the University 48-yard line where it's 1st and 10, Cougars. 4 minutes left in the third quarter. An 8-point game, Arlington on top 21-13. Bryce will be the wing back into the left of the formation. And they put him in motion and pitch it to him underneath, looking to bring it around on the jet sweep, stays on his feet, and is pushed out of bounds at the 46-yard line, just a gain of 2. He reminds me a lot of Alfred Anderson when he was in high school. Just his body type and the way he runs.
That was a well-defended play there by University, though. They extended that thing all the way to the sideline. He had nowhere to go. Jamarcus Rutledge in.
Picked up 2 to the 46. Sends Gordon in motion, but he hands it off to Zay in the backfield. He gets by one would-be tackler, slides another arm tackle, and then gets across the 40 down to about the 38.
Dandrell DeGreat, number 1, finally bringing him down. You got to hit that guy down at the ankles to bring this kid down. He's a tough runner.
Going to bring up a second down and 1. Or is it 3rd down and 1? Fake the handoff. Dumped immediately is the quarterback, Evans. Nice job by the University defense.
Joe Caballero, the freshman, getting his first start of the year, has been in on a lot of tackles tonight.
Losses back to the 46. A loss of 8 on the play. 4th down and about 7. They have to get to the 38 University's end of the field. They go to that trick play again. University may have this one smelled out, but they finally get the pass off, and it's complete. Making the catch is Anthony Brooks. It's his first catch of the night. And it's enough for the first down to the 32-yard line. Pick up a 14 on the play. Big fourth down play there for the Cougars. And once again, they went to that formation. It looks a lot like the swinging gate. Second time we've seen that tonight.
Well executed play again. Last time we went for a touchdown.
Say takes the hand off and swallowed up as soon as he gets the football. Maybe a yard gain to the 31, and that's it.
Anthony Sardinetta, 72. Clotheslined them, brought them down immediately.
Every time I hear the term clothesline, I think of the movie The Longest Yard. Second down and 9. Evans waiting for the play clock to run down under 10 seconds. Now he takes the snap, drops back, now forced out of the pocket, and will not get away. He's going to be brought down for a huge loss back at the 45.
Brendan Dupree just stayed with it, and he grabbed him by the shoulder pads and wouldn't let him go.
Second sack in the drive, 14-yard loss on this one for Evans. And brings up a 3rd and 23. University defense doing its job here to hold the Cougars off the scoreboard in the third quarter, as we only got 45 seconds left of the period. And University has outscored the Cougars in the third quarter 13-0. Big play here. You got to know where number 9 is. He's at the bottom of your screen. He back to pass. They're throwing for him, and it's thrown too long, and it's incomplete.
Thomas Chandler back defending, but that ball was overthrown by 10 yards.
That's just the second incomplete pass of the night. They are 11 of 13 for 123 yards. That's the 43rd offensive play they've run for 259 yards.
Injury timeout on the field.
Timeout called as we have a cramp.
Thomas Chandler down on the field with the cramp.
Well, that's one thing that the coaches try to teach players when they have an injury of any type. Just fall down to the ground, get the timeout call. That gives your teammates rest, gives us a chance to come out and check on you. You don't injure yourself any further, and it just ends up being kind of like an extra timeout for the team. But he's off the field, and now they have to get back out there because here comes the offense, and they look like they're in punt formation.
Larry Brown will be back to receive this punt.
Just a pooch kick coming toward the near sideline will get the Cougar roll inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line.
38-yard punt there, Lark.
Just 14 seconds left in the quarter. University trails 21-13 as we have just 14 seconds left to the third. And they've got 93 yards to go to try to maybe tie this one up. But a lot of time to do that. Chambers hands it off to Booker. Booker is wrapped up at the 10 after picking up 3.
Keen Akinan Wu on the tackle, 51.
You're braver than me.
That is the end of the third quarter.
That will be the end of the third quarter. Our score is Arlington Seguin 21, University 13. Our final 12 minutes should be exciting as the Trojans have shown that they can play with the Cougars here in the second half. As we enter the fourth quarter, the University Trojans have run 36 plays for 176 yards. They have had the one turnover. Seguin has run 43 plays for 259 yards and have scored 3 touchdowns. 2 on the ground, 1 through the air. But the Trojans have come out of the locker room with a new vengeance here in the second half.
They have really played well here in the second half.
Trying to pick up their only win of the season. Chambers will have Booker and the pistol behind him. Hands it off to Booker. Booker gets through 1 arm tackle, 2 arm tackles, but finally brought down. Basically right back at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Demarion Bryce, number 25, knocking him down to the ground.
I can't say enough about the offensive line and the job that they have done tonight. Darrell Davis, Joaquin Cervantes, Mike Moreno, John Z. Fulbright. They've done an outstanding job. Send a man in motion. Try to throw it to the motion man, but it's behind him. Pena looked like he had some running room.
Yeah, that was first down if he hooks up with him.
But he brings up a 4th down and 7 at their own 10-yard line.
Yeah, they're bringing in the punter, Josh Greenwood.
Still 10 seconds left on the play clock.
Xavier Bryce back to receive this punt.
Gets off a good one. Bryce going to take it at the 47, gets away from 3 University Trojans, has a wall of blockers down the far side, 1 man to beat, and he will beat him to the end zone for the touchdown from 47 yards out. Xavier Bryce, he is a playmaker. Does it with a punt return. His 2nd touchdown of the night. His other came on a pass.
Yeah, he broke that tackle there at right at the start of the punt return from Kwame Cooper, and he was off to the races after that.
Point after attempt is good. So 11 minutes left in the contest. And the Seguin Cougars get on the board with the 47-yard punt return by Xavier Bryce. Again, he is a Oklahoma commit and will be a basic asset for the Sooners in the coming years. That stretches the lead out to 2 scores once again for Arlington Seguin.
I would like to take this time to thank you, Lark, for inviting me to be part of your broadcast crew this year. It's been a privilege to be on your team with you. And also to the Waco ISD production crew. I've thoroughly enjoyed working with all you guys. You make me feel welcome and warm here.
Well, we appreciate you coming in and helping out on the Waco ISD crew. Our camera guys tonight, LG Maldonado and Jesse Maldonado, Tyrell McSpadden. On audio, we have Will Burney, as well as our audio intern, Kavarian Brewer. Leslie Ugaldi takes care of replays. Our director is Justin Sanchez. Our production assistant is Ricky Mazza, and our executive producer is Jesse Bateo. Kickoff is kicked out of bounds. Waco, our University will get it at the 30-yard line. Well, they can't let that quick score by Arlington bring them down any.
Now they'll have to get their mindset going again that they can take this drive and take it the length of the field.
Kick out of bounds. Kicking team. 5-yard penalty. First down, University.
Still got 11 minutes left of this one. Demarion Chambers has gone the distance at the quarterback spot for University tonight. Handed off to Marshall, and Marshall is stacked up at the 31 for a 1-yard gain.
Anton Brooks, 50, standing him up, along with 71, Ali Khalif.
Second and 9 from the 31. Whistle before the play gets snapped, and procedure going to be called against University. That's that old bugaboo that has bit them several times this year.
False start. Number 20 of the offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains second down.
Makes it 2nd and 14 as it moves it back to the 26. Might make this a passing down. Kwame Cooper to the near side along with Pena. Dupree in the slot on the near side. The handoff, though, goes in the backfield to Marshall. He gets away from the pursuit and gets it up across the 25 up to about the 27.
Knocked down by Jamel Johnson, number 5.
Just a yard gain on the play. Brings up a 3rd and 13. Pena goes in motion. Now stops. Hand off to Marshall, and he's tripped up immediately in the backfield. Somebody came through very quickly to get to him.
Their linebacker, Stephen Naosu, just shot the gap.
No gain on the play. 4th and 13. Don't think we're in desperation mode yet, are we?
No, he's going to send in Greenwood to punt.
Yep. Don't think the Cougars are buying it. They're not putting anybody back. Now they're going to send back Johnson. With the rugby kick, kicks it away from Johnson toward the far sideline. And it goes out of bounds at the 44-yard line in Arlington's end of the field. 8 minutes, 26 seconds left to go in the contest. And the Cougars have a 28-13 lead over the Trojans.
22-yard punt for Greenwood.
Trojans had it for 2 minutes and 34 seconds on that possession. McFarland, the wide receiver, to the near side, but they'll send a man in motion. That's Gordon, and hand it off to Armstrong in the backfield going around the right field. A juke step gets him around a couple of Trojans, and he's finally hauled down out of bounds on the far side, but may have the first down in University territory at the 44-yard line.
Danny Botello wrestling him down. Got some hands on the hips on the defense. They don't do a lot of substituting on University. These kids are playing hard tonight.
There goes to the University 44 for a 10-yard pickup for Armstrong. Sophomore Evans pretty much gone the distance at the quarterback tonight. Gives it off to Armstrong. Has a big hole on the left side. And with his speed, able to get it inside the 30. Finally caught up in the secondary down at the 26-yard line.
Dantrell the Great with the touchdown saving tackle there, number 1 for University.
Picked up 18 yards on the play. And picked up another first down, but this one coming back. Nope, they got it marked down at the 26. I just wondered why the players were hanging around. I guess they thought maybe there was a penalty, but there was not. Armstrong takes the handoff, gets a nice block on the right side, gets around a linebacker, around the part of the secondary, and then trips over the 13-yard line, falls forward up to the 6. Pick up a 20 on the play. It's first and goal. Well, the Trojans may have owned the third quarter, but right now the Cougars are owning the fourth quarter. Looked like they did to start the game.
Larry Brown is coming out, and Chandler is substituting in for him at the safety position.
Armstrong takes the handoff, splits a couple of would-be tacklers, and gets it down to the 3.
Got a flag on the field. Dalen Sauls with the tackle. There's another flag being thrown.
That flag came way late. Usually when you see something like that, it's a unsportsmanlike conduct penalty of some sort or a personal foul.
Yeah, maybe on 54 for Arlington. He and Raylan Scott were getting into it.
Our referee, Rodney Sims, will give us an explanation after he talks to his crew about it.
There are 2 fouls on the play. Holding, number 55, dead ball, late hit, personal foul against the offense. Both will be penalized. Replay first down.
So that's 30 yards of penalties.
There's the first 15. Here comes the second 15.
Wow.
You don't see that hardly ever.
No, you don't. So 2 15-yard penalties. It's going to be first and goal. And it's going to be all the way back at the 31-yard line.
So we got Dantrell the Great and Thomas Chandler are the safeties for University right now.
Sure, Joe Gordon would like an explanation about that 30 yards of penalty on the far sideline. But he's got a lead and going to stick with it here. Evans to pass, goes to the corner of the end zone, and it is in and out of the hands of Bryce. And a good job of defending there by Danny Bateo. I expect to see that pass again, don't you, Hal?
Yes. That was outstanding coverage, though, by Bateo. He was right there with him. Ball was slightly underthrown.
Bryce not in the game at the moment, but J.J. Johnson is the receiver at the top of your screen. They're going to throw it out in the flat to Armstrong. He's in space and has a momentum all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Knocked down onto Raylan Scott, 15 for University.
He picked up 15 on the play to bring up third and goal from the 16. Clock rolling with 6:15 left in the game. Seguin on top, 28-13.
Marcus Rutledge just came into the game.
Yeah, well, number 9's by himself at the top of the screen. They're throwing it that way into the end zone, and Bateo's right there to knock it away again. Nice job by Danny Bateo to keep the ball from getting into the breadbasket of Xavier Bryce.
Yeah, because Bryce got about 5 inches
Yeah.
height advantage.
So it's fourth and goal at the University 16. Yeah, that's just one of those 50-50 balls that you hope your guy comes up with it.
Yeah.
Now they go to that swinging gate formation again, and University's going to call a timeout this time before it gets off.
The first
Absolutely.
charge timeout of the half.
They didn't have a timeout remaining the first time they ran it, but they've been successful with it both times. Not sure how many possibilities they have out of that particular formation, but it bamboozles the defense when they line up that way. They're not sure to know what to do. I'm sure they've probably seen it on video, but it's still not something you see every day, and it has you thinking a little bit too much out there. So the defensive brain trust for the Trojans trying to figure out what to do on this. Shane Avance gets him over to the sideline to figure it all out, along with head coach Kent Laster and Thomas Draper. They're all trying to figure it out and how to defend it. McFarland is the lone receiver at the top of the screen, and then now it's Bryce who's in at the quarterback spot. He's going to roll to the right, and now he throws to the middle of the field, and it's incomplete, trying to get it into the end zone to Zay.
E.J. Eccles with tremendous pressure in on the quarterback, and that's how you take care of that particular play of theirs. Put pressure on the quarterback as fast as you can.
An eligible receiver downfield, number 50 of the offense. That penalty will be declined. First down, University.
Ball goes over on downs. As the Cougars had it for 239 in that series, got 3 first downs, got as close as a 16-yard line before the U-Dogs chased them away.
Demarion Bryce, 25 on the tackle.
Yeah, that was Jalen Marshall with the run there. Didn't get much out of it. Maybe a half yard at most. Let's call it no gain. 2nd and 10 from the 16. Chambers looking to the sideline for the play call with 10 seconds left on the play clock. Gets everyone set. Pass is complete to Dupree in the flat. Dupree's knocked out of bounds at the 20. Actually, they're going to mark him at the 19. It looks like a pickup of just 3 on the play. 3rd and 7.
Anthony Brooks, number 7, chopping him down there on the tackle on the sideline.
They did not say he got out of bounds, so the clock continues to roll. About 4:35 when they snap the ball. Under pressure, he gets it off to Marshall in the flat. Marshall gets away from one tackler. A second tackler stays on his feet, picks up a block. Then he gets hammered trying to come back across the middle of the field. But he got it out to the 23-yard line.
Stephen Nuosu with a good lick in.
Nice bit of running by Marshall, but only picked up 4 yards out of it. It's going to bring up a 4th and 3 at the 23, and University now does have to go with it with 4 minutes and counting.
Injury timeout on the field.
That's Demarion Chambers, who went down, so they will have to put in a different quarterback for this one play if they decide to go for it.
Well, I imagine that would be Thomas Chandler who would go in at quarterback. Again, Chandler transferred over from Waco High during the season. This is about the 4th game in which he's been on the roster. But was a quarterback at Waco High and has quarterbacked some for University this year. But still kind of learning the playbook. But he'll be out there at the quarterback spot for this particular play at least, if not more, with an empty backfield. He does have a good arm. And actually, he's just going to run with the football. A good spin move will get him up to the 34-yard line, and he will pick up the first down.
Nice run straight up the middle. Finally knocked down by Evan Murray, 20 for Arlington.
Picked up 11 on the play for the first down. And now it's Chambers back in at the quarterback spot. He's going to run with the football. And will turn back after he gets up to the 31.
Evan Murray again in on the tackle, number 20.
Actually, he got to the 29 while ago instead of the 34, didn't he?
Chambers is coming out again.
Pick up a 2 on the last play, brings up a 2nd down and 8 at the 31. At the bottom of the pile, I believe, is Booker with the football. Got no gain on the play.
Eric Carty, 99. And a host of other defenders in on that tackle there.
He's going to bring up another 3rd down. Clock rolling with 2:44 left to the season for the University Trojans. As Chandler in at quarterback for his 2nd play with an empty backfield. Booker will now join him in the backfield. Fake the handoff to Booker. Chandler going around the left side. Knocked out of bounds by Bryce before he gets to the 36-yard line for a pickup of 5.
Some nice blocking there on the exterior by the line of University, allowing him to get around that corner.
Trojans are going to need to convert another 4th down here with the clock stopped at 2:22. 4th and 3. Chandler on the keeper will be turned away. Oh man, is he squared up at the line of scrimmage.
51 King, Ike Dion Wu just stood him up and nowhere to go.
Going to lose 2 on the play, and the ball's going to go over on downs to the Cougars with 2:15 left to go in the season for both of these teams, as the postseason is not in the cards for either one of them. Loss is back to the 34-yard line, and that's where Arlington will get the ball. Just trying to run out the final 2:15 in this one. University had the ball for 3:31 in that last possession. Getting loose with the football is Zay. He goes down the far sideline and he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Number 3, Nazay Antonio, a junior running back, will put the icing on the cake for the Cougars in this one on a 1-yard run that goes 34 yards. One play drive that goes 34 yards. There we go. Extra point attempt by Brian Gonzalez is put on the board. So 2:04 left to go in the contest. And Seguin increases its lead to 35-13.
Seguin has a couple of really outstanding running backs.
Yeah.
Offsides. Defense number 4. Result of the field goal good.
Jose Antonio, 11 carries for 117 yards tonight and 2 touchdowns. Has had a good night rushing the football. So after the ball goes over on downs, it just takes one play for Seguin to get on the scoreboard. Took them all of 9 seconds on that possession. And University's offense will get the ball one more time.
Micah Henderson, 21 on the near side at the 20-yard line, and Thomas Chandler, number 4, on the deep far side at the 15-yard line to receive this kick.
Gonzalez doing the kicking for Seguin. Kicks it toward the far sidelines. It will go out of bounds. And University will get the ball at the 30. Well, Trojans made a game of it coming out of the intermission, scoring 2 quick touchdowns in the third quarter to get within a score at 21-13.
Kick out of bounds, kicking team. The ball will be placed at the 30-yard line. First down, University.
We've seen glimpses of this on offense all year round. Just a matter of can you get 2 or 3 of those scores in a half.
Yeah.
Most of the time it's just been 1 per half, but they do have potential. They just need some more bodies to help them out. I think they're a little fatigued on defense right now.
First-year head coach Kent Laster with a lot of optimism for the future for this University football program. Handoff goes to Booker, going around the left side. They'll string it out and send him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Pushed out of bounds by defensive back Richie Aiden Nye.
Booker tonight filling in for Makai Sandoff. Has carried the ball 15 times for 79 yards. He's been a workhorse this evening. Clock stopped with 1:35 after Booker went out of bounds. Booker takes the handoff and finds lots of running room up the middle. We'll take it up to the 35 for a gain of 6.
Tackled by Evan Murray, number 20.
Third and 5, they need to get to the 40 to pick up another set of downs, but the clock continues to roll. The 50 seconds left to go. Booker has the first down. Brought down at the 44-yard line to pick up a 9 on the play for Booker.
Again, linebacker Evan Murray, 20 on the tackle.
Booker's 17 carries now for 95 yards on the night. Gets 5 yards on this one. He'll have a 100-yard night in his first night at the running back spot. He has the football and has that 5 yards and more. So he's up near the 46-yard line. Actually, they do give him the first down.
Tripped up by the free safety, 27, Cam Cole.
They did pick up 10 on the play.
University.
The
Their
University's
second
going
charge timeout of the half.
to call a timeout with 21 seconds left. Still want to get a little bit of football in this season.
Might be time to throw a Hail Mary here.
But it appears that the Trojans will end up 0-10 on the year and 0-7 in district play, while Seguin will improve to 4-5 on the year and 3-4 in league action. But again, the 4 teams headed to the postseason from the district are Aledo, Burleson, Everman, and Timberview. Trojans have one more timeout. They got time for, with that timeout, 2 or 3 more plays. Marion Chambers, the quarterback, hands it off to Booker, then flips it off to Marshall. Marshall on the reverse. They're going to pick up a flag on the play. Marshall will gain maybe a yard on the play at that, but
holding. Offense number 11, 10-yard penalty. Replay the down.
King Martin in on the tackle, number 6.
But the holding penalty, Dupree will move it back into University territory. Back to the 44-yard line. If the Cougars decide to take the penalty. Yeah, they'll take the penalty. Seguin had some close games with some of those losses this year. Pitch goes inside to Booker, and Booker gets it out of bounds as the clock runs out at the 50-yard line. He picked up 6 on the play on the last play of the game for University. But the clock has run out. And the season as well for both of these teams, as neither one is going to the postseason. Again, University falls to 0-10 on the year, 0-7 in district action, while the Seguin Cougars improved to 4-5 on the year and 3-4 in district play. Our final score tonight at Waco ISD Stadium is Arlington Seguin 35 and University 13. For our entire Waco ISD crew and Hal Harris, I'm Lark Smith. Good night from Waco ISD Stadium.